Hello techies, I'm Divya here. On behalf of CyberBrainer, don't you think the world of tech is evolving faster than ever? Now is the perfect time to dive in and build the skills that will take you places. With CyberBrainer, we are putting you in the driver's seat of your own future. We at CyberBrainer don't just teach your interest. We believe that knowledge is power, but it's applied knowledge that truly sets you apart. Whether you're diving into data science, mastering artificial intelligence, or exploring the world of cybersecurity, our courses are designed to give you the skills that matter. So let's jump into the session and make the future yours today. Thank you.
We'll first go into queries because it's a small thing. You can see there are two things which I have already created. One is a display package, which means our display query. For creating a query, it's up to you how you want to go ahead and create it. There are two ways to create it. First thing is, when you go into queries, you will not see any groups over here. You have to create a new query group. You just put the name. Let's say I'm saying for me-based object tables. This query group will be created over here. Now to create a query, you have two choices. Either you can create a query with a wizard or you can create a custom query itself. In custom query, you just type the name and you have to put the SQL for that particular table. The entire SQL will be put it over here. Let's say I'm just saying custom. And in this, if I want to go ahead and say select first name, comma, I have to type in the entire query. And this particular query, you can go ahead and write it in the SQL and then copy paste it over here. It will be created. If I go over here, I can view the records according to that. If there are no records to be seen, then it will be updated as like that. As there is no data which is there, we won't see anything. If you want to go ahead and use a query from the wizard, you just select like this. We select which particular table we are using, and over here you can see all the data which is there. Your main table will always be present like this. Query name is, let's say, it is utilized for display purpose. All the attributes which we want to go ahead and select. We select all those attributes and we say finish. Now you are seeing in this particular query that only you are able to see SQL statement. But if you go over here, you'll see all these things. If you want to create a link between address, you just go ahead and address as well. And you select the form. And over here, your entire data will be there. by selecting attributes. You can go ahead and select from base object party as well. Now, if you want to add any condition, a sorting, a grouping, and all these things will come into a SQL. This is your SQL which they create. It's the tool itself that it needs. Here you've created a join between row ID, object and party ID. Is that like same, or the party table also would be having a separate party ID? I just added the row ID object and a party ID. In the select statement, if I want the party ID to be selected or not, it's up to me. If I just want to remove this particular attribute, this attribute will be removed. All the tables which are coming from this table say, if I just want to have the just row ID object, let's say, and a hub state indicator, I'll just remove all these attributes. And here I have which particular system it went ahead and updated. It's that particular record is active or not. What was the first name, last name, registry ID, gender and all? What is the address of that particular record? All the things are there. This is my select statement. And this is the SQL which it got updated automatically. This is what bazaar means. If I want to have more tables which needs to be joined, I'll just go ahead, join that particular table, and it will be updated over here. Let's say I have a contact. I have something else. This particular thing, I'll just go ahead and update the name as display party or poll report. Over here, we can go ahead and select which particular table will be created as main table, primary table. If I'm going ahead and creating a contact, the entire schema over here, if I know that for this particular person or this particular table, there might be a record, there might not be a record, I can select the joint type as whatever I want. That will be updated in my SQL statement. Let's say we want to go ahead and utilize the queries for creating or updating the record. We'll just go ahead. We'll just say be a party record, be a party, and just select this. Next, I'll select all and I'll just say finish. And I'll go ahead, create a next one. We'll say for India address, I'll go ahead, select for address next, and then just finish. It's pretty simple. I can create for lookup tables. I'll go ahead, create for lookup table. And I'll go ahead and create for country. Let's say over here is country. And the name will be allocated country. All the attributes are finished. Queries part is pretty simple. In queries, basically, it is kind of like a UI way to create the queries which would be running in backend, correct? These queries are utilized by APIs with the help of packages. These queries cannot do anything. By themselves, they cannot do anything. These are simple just queries, nothing else. I mean, like somewhere, either package or API call or something else would be using these queries to transfer the data, look up the data, and all that. Basically, this is a fun way of writing the queries instead of going in and creating the entire queries. Exactly. Basically, like the custom query, we can go ahead and create using the wizard. Got it. J, how APIs will be connected to these queries. I mean, how it will get put last, like any connections or all. These queries are utilized first, utilized to packages. How to create a package? I've already created a put package. I'll go ahead, create a new package. Over here, I'll just use the display name. I'm just using for display purpose. Let's say it will be for reading the data. Read article. That will be created. Now this enable put is utilized to insert the records or to manipulate the record. Now we are just using for reading. And then I will use the query which I created and state. Now this particular package will be utilized by the API calls that they can go ahead and read the entire data directly by using this IP calls. Go ahead and create a put package which will enable them to insert. We'll just go ahead like this. We'll say, let's say, the put party hold came in. You'll go ahead select. You can see over here that if we are joining anything, then we cannot go ahead and select that join. Basically for put, there is only single tables which you can go ahead because when we go ahead and create for multiple tables, the locking system to push the record gets hampered by MDA, how they have written the code in the background. And we go ahead and utilize single tables for each table. We go ahead create a new package for address. Even a put package, if you want to go ahead and separate out that one person can or any API, if they want to go ahead and use these put packages, they want to go ahead and update your record. But you don't want them to update a specific attribute. You can just go ahead and click read only for those attributes as well. This comes in handy for that particular purpose. and the put package in over here in the data manager. These can be also utilized to read, because unless and until you are going ahead and updating anything, it's basically reading the data. We will be creating a little bit more queries and packages once we go into hierarchy management. These packages, you can see a query and how to build them over here. When you create this package, you told this can be utilized by API. How this will be published and where we can. I mean, for an API, we need to provide an endpoint or anything. Something like that will be created. Or that is basically in the Shift Manager. We go ahead and create the URL. This URL they go ahead and utilize for that particular object. And that object will be having a certain number of packages, mappings and cleans options. Thank you. This package is basically what gets created in Oracle backend and gets stored there. Everything, whatever configuration you are creating over here, is getting created in MDM. But how you can go ahead and see these? You will be seeing them in repository tables. You will not see them in anywhere else. You'll see them over here. These are MQ match job tables. I'm a hierarchy manager of packages, then cleans lists, business entities, audit tables. This is other thing. Validation tool system, set operation configs, SAMN rules. These are SQL, query groups and queries. These are all the queries. What I meant to ask is, if you're creating a package there, does it get created under package or everything is in tables only? They can scoop. Everything is in table. Everything is in table. Everything is in table. These are all the queries which have been created. Because in our project, I've seen like there are tables are there, but also other than the tables, there is something called as packages, also in SQL developer. We have a lot of packages there. It would be different. It would be. These are logs and these are for something else. This is CMake. In our project, there are a lot of customizations. Those packages are part of this customization. Those packages will be utilized by the ETL or something like that. Because you can utilize the procedures functions. You can utilize any of these things by MDM using the cleans functions. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel.